give yourself that confidence that you need, because if you are not the one who's like giving yourself positive affirmations and putting your trust in God and taking things step by step, you're going to end up feeling very much lost and very much behind, and that literally kills your self-confidence. Assalamu alaikum, beautiful souls, welcome back to another video. Grab yourself a cup of chamomile tea like I did over here. It tastes a little bitter, but it's supposed to be calming, and I don't like adding anything. But grab you a cup of matcha, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. Well, this morning for you, sure, grab you a cup of coffee, but it's currently nighttime for me and I'm not trying to drink any coffee. But anyways, welcome. If you are into lifestyle reflections, lifestyle content, faith-based content, and just self-growth videos, this is the channel for you, inshallah. Hit the subscribe button and show your sister some support, inshallah. But before we begin the video, I want to raise awareness on what is happening in Sudan. Some of you may or may not know, but those who do not know, Sudan is currently going through a genocide funded and supported by the UAE. They're literally going through stage 5 of starvation, which is the worst level ever. The amount of women that are essayed and tortured, people being buried alive, people are being hung, and the level of torture and horrifying footage coming from Sudan, it is, wallah, it's actually unimaginable. So please keep your eyes on Sudan. Make sure you are donating, make sure you are using your own voice and raising awareness, make sure you are sharing the footage that is coming from the country. Inshallah, I'll put a link down below for you guys to donate and support them to the best of your ability. Even if you have a single dollar, that is all that matters. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease their pain, grant them victory as soon as possible. Today's video is for the girl who feels behind right now, the one who's learning things a little bit later than everyone else. Maybe you're still figuring out school, career, friends, or just yourself. But regardless of the situation, I want you to know that you are on your own timeline. You're not late. Everything is working out. And I know that sounds hard to believe. I know probably how you feel right now. It's like you don't know my situation and you don't know how I feel, and that's true. But I truly do believe from the bottom of my heart that everything happens, you know, on its own timing. And even if it feels like you are so far behind, truth is every single thing for you is aligning and you're just unaware of it. For example, let me tell you a little bit about myself, okay? I am currently 26 years old, alhamdulillah, first and foremost. But I'm still in the process of learning to drive and getting my driver license. It's been a long time of me trying to get over my anxiety of driving. What I'm trying to say is that I felt very much behind. I feel like I'm growing older, but like there's one thing that I'm trying to accomplish so badly, and it's been hard for me to finish that goal or get to that goal. You know, trying to figure out where the anxiety is coming from, trying to get my license, setting myself specific deadlines and so on and so forth, and then failing, and trying to like reignite my confidence and better my self-esteem, and just doing this whole process over and over and over again for some time has been draining. Right now, alhamdulillah, I'm more closer to getting my license than ever before. But one of my fears that have been putting me back steps further is just, I hate the feeling of like losing control and hurting people, if that makes sense. Like I personally don't have, I mean, God forbid, like if something were to happen to me, I feel like it's not as big deal than me being the cause of hurting someone else, if that makes sense, you know? So that was what was in my head and kind of restraining me, if that makes sense, from getting my license or even being on the road. But alhamdulillah, inshallah, like my goal for this year is to get my license, and bi'idhnillahi ta'ala I will. But being, you know, 26 years old, I know to some people it may not be a big deal, but it's a huge deal for me. And this is like one of the things that have like made me feel like a little failure. I say that to say that like Wallahi, I feel like everything happens for a reason. You know, despite how much you want something so badly, I feel like everything is happening in its own timing. Of course, at the moment, you might feel like you're behind. You might feel like you're a failure. You might feel like your self-esteem is so low. You might not feel that confident. And I know a lot of people get their driver license at 32, and the one thing that we focus on, at least I focused on, was, oh, look at the people who were younger than me. Look at the people who got their driver license at 16, you know, or yeah, at 16 when they were so much young, or even drove younger than that at times, you know. And then like, what the hell am I doing with my life, you know? And it's like, I don't think that is something that you should do to yourself, or that you should pressure yourself and like hurt your feelings and beat yourself down when you're already down. What I'm trying to say is that at one point I pressured myself so much to the point where I thought like, this is not gonna happen for me. Let's just go Uber, but not actually be behind the wheels and be the one that has the confidence or the freedom to drive herself. And I say that to say that I truly believe that starting off later than everyone else really taught me patience. It taught me to take things one step at a time. Even small movement is still movement, you know, and it still counts. Give yourself reassurance. Give yourself that confidence that you need, because if you are not the one who's like giving yourself positive affirmations and putting your trust in God and taking things step by step, you're going to end up feeling very much lost and very much behind, and that literally kills your self-confidence. Maybe for you it's not driving. Maybe for you it's starting school again or finishing school again. Maybe it is healing from a deep trauma, or you know, maybe it is moving out. But whatever the case may be, starting over does not erase the steps that you have already taken. It just means you're trying again, this time with a softer heart and clearer eyes, and that truly deserves to be celebrated. So if you feel behind right now, please breathe. You are not late. You are learning at your own pace. So do this for me and recite this dua with me. اللهم لا سهلت إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. When things get hard for you, when things get difficult for you, it is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that can make it easy for you. Recite the dua, please breathe, and remember, as much as you feel rushed, as much as you feel like you're in a hurry, like everyone is doing this and everyone is doing that, look at this person, they did this at this age, and look at this person, they did that at this age. No. And trust me, this is a reminder for me first and foremost before anyone else. Okay, and I'm just doing a simple reminder, a gentle reminder that I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that it gets to you and you take of benefit. The world will try to rush you, but Allah's timing and life's timing is not to be rushed. You are becoming in silence, in small wins, in moments no one claps for. Keep going softly and intentionally. You are not behind. You are just beginning again. If this spoke to your heart, make sure you share it with somebody who will benefit from it. For more reflections like this, lifestyle talks, and gentle reminders, be sure to hit the subscribe button and support your sister. And until next time, let's keep becoming together. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.